right? That poke is insane. You have so much reach to catch the Joy as well, and that's why they take it out. But again, now, cards on Onic. Remember, they still are able to flex his Kalia onto the XP, and they might just pick up maybe a Tigreal to stop this Joy. Again, like you said, key, El Momento.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Evos are like, you know what? There's the Irithel, there's the Joy, there's the Hilda. When you're a mage and you're afraid of all the dives, what's a good solution? Hey, the Zask worked great in the previous game. I wonder if they're willing to double down and go for it again. As you say, that the Hylas comes through, not what we were expecting, not big a moment, but it also allows Evos to chase well against a Hilda that wants to run around, against an Irithel that wants to run around as well. So that might not be the worst option here when it comes down to catch potential.
We're on a marathon today. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have the Hylos, the Irithel, the Hilda. Everyone wants to run with their running shoes. And now Natko, or rather, one last pick for Evos to conclude the draft. CC and Valentina picked up. Is the Hilda alone enough to stop the damage from Evos?
Oh, I think so, actually.
In the early game at least, but you know, if they don't control the game, if Evo starts snowballing, the Hilda will not be able to solo tank all this damage, dude. Especially again with the Suyo, you have to remember, the more HP you have, the more you can get nuked when you're low, and the Zask comes through again! I love it!
But this time, it's up against Valen. Valen can take away the ultimate, right? Like he can... So, I think Onic, this time it's not horrible for them. They have pretty good ways to actually deal with what Evos have brought to the table.
I would say though, right now, the composition-wise, I feel like the Zask Dominator's Descent is going to be a lot more troublesome, a lot more annoying to deal with for Onic, rather than Evos, right? Depending on how they play this game out. So, even if it gets stolen, might not be the worst of situations, but again, we'll have to wait and see, right? Can Sans actually be creative enough to actually use all these tools available from the side of Evos against themselves?
And of course, into the land of Dawn we go. Will Onic again falter and dive deeper into the rankings and the standings, or will Evos be the ones to play a game number 3? It is game number 2 of Evos against Onic.
Wait, with the CC pick, that means the Hilda's going Roam. Yeah. This is the first time in MPL Indonesia Season 15 that we've seen a Hilda roam, so... But do they have lockdown? Do they have enough lockdown?
Nope, I don't think so. It's only maybe Keyboy jumping in. The part of the wilderness.
They don't have CC.
They don't.
They don't.
They have CC.
Yes.
They have CC. Oh, that's true.
They have no crowd control, so they figured that the name CC will be enough. Better than nothing. Looking at the emblems right here, tankiness for sure for the frontliners. Firmness and tenacity for Key. And look at you miss it. What?
Solo kill Ryota. No vengeance used by Ryota. Oh no, you hear the bells too.
What happened there? Wow. Before talking about on a team level, individually, Evos are outclassing Onic, a team that used to be known for the individual playmaking. Oh boy, what is going on, dude?
This is Natko's first XP match. He was a mid lane. Before this, he was a gold lane.
Oh, Albert trying to give damage.
Oh, you can see the magic damage. Tear through him, Key. Not able to escape. Glorious pathway from Sans and Onic. Now diving on Sway low, so able to flicker out. No, Dominator sends Sans. Walks up, one basic attack. That's 3-2-1 in the scoreboard.
There you go, Sway low, no DD, and 1v1.
Almost getting that dub. Will just take the dub in the trade, forcing Savero to recall.
Gonna force Savero to miss a couple of minions here potentially though. So that's a win for Erlan. But in the mid trio, right, Onic showing that they have an advantage there, especially in the early game with the base damage, with the fact that the Valentina has a bit of an overloaded kit. Well, we're gonna see if Evos want to try and fight this.
No current call already. Real has already used it. Here's Sans trying to poke Albert down. He's trying to play with the space now. Natko walking up, Tsunami Slam coming down. Only onto Keyboy. Now it's gonna be down. No damage descent just yet. Kyrie diving. Natko still able to survive for a bit, but Kai gets the kill.
Kyrie again, just running around, becoming such a menace towards Evos. Evos alone, they only can rely on Natko. with the Tsunami Slam, and it was used on Keyboy, so Kairi had the agency to just move freely, untouched, undeterred.
Yeah, not ideal of an early game here for Evos. Already giving 4 kills over to Onic. So Onic, with the advantage here, they can, you know, kind of be so aggressive. Whoa!
Tsunami Slam into Savero with a heavy crossbow. Sun's taking a kill. He dealing some damage. Good shot. But now it's Kai getting all the stacks necessary over the key. Won't use electrifying beats. Albert walks up just to poke.
I think we asked what the lockdown was, and probably it's going to be Sans with the IMU, just constantly stealing the Tsunami Slam, and that is a big if as well. I mean, sure, he could still actively steal that, and now he has 2 options in his cards. Does he steal the DD, or does he steal the Tsunami Slam?
Or the Glorious Pathway.
Glorious Pathway as well.
Right. Again, it all depends on Onic actually being ahead, right? If they need damage, I mean, if they want to play without crowd control like this, then they need the damage, right? And more than that, they need Evos to oblige them and trade with them like this. Look at this. Whoa, Natko.
It's just going to dish out some damage, and Keyboy is still tanky, so he will surely survive. 1 minute towards the next turtle, and the goal laner still going at it as Keyboy, again, he needs to be active with the Hilda. He's trying to give space for his teammates. And Kairi is just so quick, 1 level ahead of Albert, but that's not going to be such a significant lead. But Kairi has 2 kills now to his name.
Oh. Ooh. Onic is trying to find ways to kind of annoy Evos, get in the jungle there, and they can't be punished for the sustain. Look at, ooh, man!
Forcing out Dominus Ascent. No damage yet. Sans walks away from it. Glorious Pathway, hold up. They've already used a lot of their resources here. Up top, it's Erlan now losing the trade against Savero.
That's because Savero already has the Haas Claw, so the sustain is actually allowing him to kind of trade evenly, sustain back up. Now it's tough for Evos, man. They need to find more ways, more damage here, because otherwise Keyboy is doing a great job just being the distraction, the damage sponge, because Evos don't have enough to actually force him to use anything, to kind of zone him out.
Oh, Savero gets away with the heavy crossbow. Has the Purify still. Wants to go for the steal. Oh, not too sure if he got that. But it's Kai on the turtle. 2 turtles to Onic.
Albert hasn't been given the chance to really play onto the objectives. And now they will go on Keyboy.
All-inning on Keyboy, has revitalized and is in the push. Now it's going to be the all-in from Ryota walking up as well. Sans seeing Albert. That's him taken out.
Man, the fact that Onic is able to use Keyboy to absorb so much damage and still buy so much time. He took the full brunt of the aggression there, and he's still at higher than half HP. It's allowing Onic's trio mid to rotate and punish Evos. It's all sustain, man. It's all about the sustain.
Yeah, and Sans has been very active, very proactive rather. Play with the ultimate, stolen like this. A Tsunami Slam on his hands could prove to be lethal, and that will be the lockdown that they need. But again, it's a one and done type of situation where if it is really used on the tanky members, then, you know, Albert can just chime in, or Erlan can just jump in as well. So this is going to be very, very calculated by Onic.
Again, as long as Evos don't find a way to deal with the Hilda presence, it's gonna be tough. And now they're kind of channeling their aggression to the top side. But look at this, whoa!
We're gonna cost Tsunami Slam locking him down. Has the vengeance, but Erlan will take the kill.
1 kill. And the Sky Piercer as well. So will this be the time for Evos to really take the fights?
I mean, in theory they can, but the Sky Piercer, you know, it's a stacking item. You buy it to snowball even harder, and they're not really snowballing. Key taking a lot of damage.
Savero walking up, heavy crossbow. Key taken down despite the revitalize, and now Onic look to collapse up top. Erlan's gotta concede this turret. Dashes forward, Keyboy wanting to put that axe on Mr. Erlan, but they will just take the turret. Turtle 3 spawning in the game. Albert will try to look for the trade. Ryota walks down, so Albert's got to leave.
Man, it feels like both teams are playing the same way. They're just sending out their tankiest roamer, Keyboy and Key, just to zone each other out. And the thing is, right now, Onic has so much more damage to speak of, right? They kind of spike a lot harder early, but look at this. Whoa, Sans!
Whoa, Purify already used up. Natko trying to go for the pick, but won't be able to find it. Good moves. Free turtle over. It's perfect for Onic. 3-2-0, sway low. No, Natko won't engage on that.
3/3 for Onic. In terms of the turtle, they're able to take most turtles uncontested. It's because of how much priority Onic has in every department of the lanes. 1v1!
Oh, this is what we're talking about! Albert running away, electrifying beats!
Wow.
Kyrie looking for the chase. He has another chance to go in. Albert able to form. Shot Quiller! Lands on Kai! No kill just yet. Dominant percent up top. Keyboy isolated, taken out by Airline as he grabs his first stack on the Sky Piercer. Looking to go for another. Sans poked by the Death Sonata. And Evos, suddenly they look alive.
Vengeance in Kyrie's eyes. He wanted to take that kill towards Albert, but Suyo, again, so slick and has that mobility to just dodge everything.
He's got 2 flickers, man.
That was close though. I mean, that was definitely a clincher for Albert there. Wasn't expecting the move. And fortunately for Kyrie, he didn't get taken out either. But while that was happening, you do wonder if Onic were kind of looking down there with interest, seeing the 1v1. And then Keyboy gets taken out. So Evos are trying to strike back now.
Tsunami Slam, Ryota only has the vengeance, but that won't save him. Sans pops the glorious pathway. Albert gets the kill. They left the mid lane all alone, and Evos pounced.
Evos sharpen their claws, and this might be the turnaround they're looking for. It's minute number 9 soon, and Erlan has 3 kills to his name.
Oh boy. 3 kills already with the Sky Piercer. I think he's got 2 stacks at least.
20
at this
stacks.
point. Oh man, that's gonna be an extra layer of care that Onic will have to do. Again, they were able to actually bully Evos in the early game because they were able to sustain so much better. But at 9 minutes, you know, Evos are picking up some items right here. Yes, Onic and their tanky frontline can kind of sustain, but they need something to kind of threaten, because otherwise Evos can just walk in, 5-man dive like that, and Onic can't do anything about it.
Yeah, this Lord might change the course of the game, but no one wants to take it. Tsunami Slam!
All right, and all in over to Keyboy now. Not enough damage to take him down. That's not enough there. Swalo!
Kyrie!
Jumps in damage to set now. Electrifying beats. Able to deal enough damage for the damage to set. Sans out of it. Natko jumping back. Blade Surge charge. Natko low. Swalo no old key. Has already used his 2. Lord at half.
Oh, the Lord. Half HP, and Onic will surely take this. Evos. They still have to hold their hands on the trigger.
Wow, that was a respectable attempt there, Evos. Seems to be a bit of a disconnect on whether or not they want to dive in and go all in for it. But Onic are able to get the Lord now. Are they going to overstay though? Whoa.
Hey. We're looking for the play. Okay, Albert.
Just gonna check the bush with the Queller. The Lord spawns down bottom, and Evos. Is this their way of playing now, Rashi? Will they group up as 5-stick and look for a fight?
I think so. As long as they group as 5, they actually have the scarier composition, more crowd control, more ways to control the fight. Whereas Onic, it's all about damage and chase. So if Evos get caught in a 1v1 or 2v2, Onic in theory can outmaneuver them, chase them down.
DHS for Irithel. That's new. Usually it's just a full grid. Sans walks up, purple buff. Key! Disintegrated by the CC.
It's a lot of damage. Constant damage as well. Adelan has the Sea Halberd to help with the anti-heal, but for now, all Evos can do is just defend their base. The holy defenses under threat as well.
Yeah, Erlan now with the Sea Halberd, it's actually doing a respectable amount of damage. Turret passive will get popped there on the middle and bottom side. See if they can save the one on top. But again, the sieging for Evos isn't bad at all, dude. With a Zask, Granger, and a Suyo. Decent amount of poke tools available. Onic, as you can see there, they need to go and burst someone down like they did earlier. Because otherwise, Evos are the ones that do better in these shorter trades, in the back and forths.
Let's go for Evos still has that power to ram through Onyx's defenses. But Onic, they're so proactive, they want to take the zone controls. And now they have control of that purple buff, or rather orange buff.
Ryota gonna be all in now, pops the vengeance, and will be able to survive with the glorious pathway plays down. The Archer be hiding back now. Queller lands, Airline with a double. Sans running for the hills. Airline with a shot. Death Sonata not in range. 2 for 0 for Evos.
And the Granger is online. 5 kills so far, 2 in that fight. The Sky Piercer stacks are through the roof.
Yeah, the Granger is the main problem for Onic right now. You're seeing Keyboy and Ryota getting chunked really hard by even a single shot from the Death Sonata. They've been able to be so active in the early game, but as you can see, I mean, Erlan is not shut down at all. 5-0 and 1, having a decent amount. He's actually the highest gold in the game right now at 9,700. Close behind him is Kyrie.
And of course, MPL ID X streamer by Good Day.
Good day.
We have Coleus.
His
at
name is
home.
Cole.
Coleus.
Hello, Mr. Elias.
Sir Elias.
How you doing, Mr. Elias Andre?
He still hasn't realized that.
Oh, realize here,
realize?
casting.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. That's true. There you go. He knows.
Hey, Oh,
Hey.
Whoa, bang,
hey,
bang,
hey.
bang. Hey, put that gun down. Okay. Oh,
What's that?
what is he doing?
He's dancing. That's the R7 dance,
Is
you know?
that? Oh.
Yeah, the woot. That
Oh
one,
my-
yeah. That guy who looked like R7. But now, Lord on the cards for both teams. Onic, they don't want to lose out on this exchange.
Ooh, look at the damage.
Evos are still waiting as well in the wings. I think this time Evos can contest it.
And Evos can play this long game, right? The wave, no one's having the wave advantage, but if both teams are just stuck waiting here, Evos can poke so much more efficiently. Look at this. Keyboy already taking a ton of damage, Sans as well. Wishing Lantern is in the inventory for Suelo too, so even if you're a tanky member, you're still gonna suffer from those procs. So
Sans,
what?
Sans, that was a risky move. Dominator's descent. Does he move forward? That's Sonata coming down. Sans very low. That's Sonata not landing. Sans gets away with the help of the Revitalize. He was looking for a play with a Tsunami Slam, but ended up getting caught. No Purify on him. He's forced to recall.
Nako. Ooh. Waiting for a chance there for sure. Again, it's just about this team fight, and the wave in the bottom side, I'm not quite...
It's good for Evos.
I'm not quite sure, but it seems to be pushing 4 Evos towards Onyx's base, so this is looking awful for Onic, and Evos, they might know it, man. They just want to stay here as long as possible.
They clump up. And Atko got down to half HP. The Lord again just reset. It's a dance for eternity for both teams. No one wants to pull the trigger first. But Keyboy is there to just hide in the bush and maybe look and zone out the players of Evos. They're waiting, and yeah, Evos can play the long game. They have the pokes to work with.
Ooh, they gotta play with that though, just poke, because Evos, they can play with the time. They have all the time in the world. It's Onic who are the ones who are forced to make a move. Either they deal with the bottom lane, which seems like that is the plan with Joy being sent down, but then Evos can hold on to the Lord, so Kyrie has to come back. He can't show himself down below.
And Evos has a lot of engaged tools as well, so the moment Carry shows up right there, Evos can force a fight. They go for it now.
Keyboy was half HP, now Airline doing damage!
Oh!
That's giving the Sky Piercer stack. Nako's able to survive. Yoda dealing damage on enough though. Kyrie stunned up. Glorious pathway to disengage, and Evos got one. Now they can play the long game again because the slow push is still pushing. That will be a turret taken. It is shoving all the way. Onic forced to recall. Forced error out of Evos.
Two healthy members as well. Natco will join the fray. The Lord in their hands to catch dibs on this. Is Albert still healthy as well? Onic though will re-enter the premises of Evos.
They can reset. That's a big wave. That's a massive wave down below. That's going to be crashing into the base turret. Queller, that's Sonata. Now they take it as the Lord gets taken. The minion waves are in the bottom lane. Is it going to take? No, there's no way it did, right? The base turret's still alive. No! See, that was a massive wave!
Oh,
Played
man.
to perfection. Break that down for us, Arashi.
I mean, what more can you say? The wave was like a 50-50. I don't know if that was planned or it was luck. It met in the middle. It's hard to see where it's going to push towards, and it pushed for Evos. And knowing that, they want to have that moment where they're the ones harassing, they're the ones doing damage, and Onic can't dictate when the fight can happen because they have no catch tools. Their confidence in the movement, in the burst damage, is not coming to haunt them. With the Lord pushing the bottom side, Evos, all the cards are in there, but has to play.
Natko. No Suns has the Purify back up. Lord in the bottom lane. That's the enhanced Lord. They're gonna have to deal with it, but it leaves the mid lane base turret to be taken by Evos. Oh, looking for the top lane. You can see the poke. Keyboy having to body block that Death Sonata. Savero, Rose Gold Meteor. Can that be the game-changing item? Evos still looking to pounce now. Natko walks forward, goes to Tsunami Slam, but it's only on to Keyboy. Now they go all in with a crown by Keyboy, trying to buy some time as now Glorious Pathway gets placed down. They're running him down. Savero running back all the way to the fountain. Kyrie waves dealt with. Kai jumping in, stunned up by Key, and Airline gets a double. That was just Sans, Ryota, and Savero against 5 Tigers. Stun on Ryota, still able to kite away. Sans gonna be stunned up and quelled by Albert. The base is wide open for the taking. Evos get the wipe out before they get the clean sweep. 2-0.
Onic still down in the ground. They hit the floor hard as Evos claim the 2-0.
Oh, man. That was ridiculous, man. It seemed Onic had the game going for them. They're able to impose their game plan. They're able to force Evos to just take all the L's in the early game. But after withstanding it, after adapting, adjusting,